Okay, my house is flooding. Anybody out there? I have my dad on hospice and I need to get him out of here. He's bedridden. He can't walk. He can hardly move. And look where the water is. So somebody please, we've called 911. It's bad over here. In front of the house, it's like a river. I mean, it's like a lake. They can't come look. We've lost our cars, everything. We've lived here for 30 years and this has never happened. So anybody, please, if you have a boat or something, I need help. I need to get my dad out of here. It's starting to smell like sewer in here.
Coming again! Coming again! Allah! No.
Renee and Janie have unfortunately been found deceased from Camp Mystic. The death toll has increased tonight to 25 after the catastrophic Central Texas floods. Again, Camp Mystic has been in the headlines. This camp hit particularly hard by the floods, right? So again, just an awful situation. 25 people now dead. The number has climbed, and there's still a lot of people left unaccounted for. We got a number that around over 20 are still missing, but I believe a lot of those numbers are tied to some of the camps. They're not giving us a number of how many of the adults, and some of the people is camping along there with their RVs, what the numbers are of those that are unaccounted for. So again, just an awful flood in Texas, catastrophic flood, just unheard of, for so much destruction that quick, especially in the modern era. So an unfortunate situation. Of course, I will keep updating you. And remember, everybody, don't let your guard down. There's still a chance of more flooding in Texas as we go through the weekend.
Hey, look, I usually don't do this, but I feel like I got to. 13 girls unalive. 13 girls unalive. And 20 more still missing. This happened at Camp Mystic, at the Guadalupe River. And the worst part about this situation is the city knew the flood was coming. And they did nothing. No evacuations or anything. And now these girls are missing, 13 unalive, and still no answers to the parents. My name is Kimo. I do motivational content on TikTok, and today I want to talk to you about 13 girls unalive and 20 still missing right now. This isn't a surprise. This wasn't sudden. This was negligence. It was flood warnings hours before that river swallowed up these women. And the judge in Kerrville had the opportunity. He had a chance to call for evacuation and didn't. Camp Mystic had the opportunity to move these girls to safety before this happened, but no evacuation was called. They let young girls, children, people's child, sleep next to a raging river during this heinous storm. And they had all the warnings that they needed, but they didn't call for evacuation. Not one, not two, but 20 women are still missing. 20 children. No alarm, no orders, no rescue team preps. I mean, if you knew a storm was coming, why didn't you have a rescue team there? It don't matter how small you thought it might have been. You had all the warnings and just silence. And now the parents are waking up to news telling them their daughters were screaming for help and that their kids drowned in the dark while the people that were supposed to protect them just looked the other way. You can call this a tragedy if you want, but I don't feel like it is. The tragedy is something that couldn't be prevented. What happened here was criminal, and that maid should be held accountable for this. Everybody that's in charge of that camp should be held accountable. You don't have a camp near a lake like this and don't have no type of rescue for the people when you know you always get storms? These camps are more concerned about being Instagram photo ops rather than taking care of the people that comes there. I mean, these are kids. You telling me y'all had no precautions for stuff like this? You telling me you had no answers for these families? Not even you, the mayor? And now real danger showed up and you had no emergency training. This wasn't the problem when you was taking their parents' money. Zero protocol and zero accountability. These families are begging for answers and all they getting is PR statements and some fake ass sympathy. But I got something to say. We not going for it. Families are demanding a full investigation over the judge's decision for not calling an evacuation when he had all the signs and all the warnings to do that. We gotta say something. Man, emergency regulations and youth camps. These kids deserve to be protected. We demand justice. These girls deserve better. Because the next time this can be your child. At this time, I want to send my condolences to the family that lost their child and the ones that still looking for theirs. And if you see this message, send some love to them. Because if you're not loud about what happened in Kerrville, then you're giving them rope to do it again. And if nobody told you, remember Chemo told you, stay motivated and protect your kids because their life depends on it.
So there are 20 little girls missing after this flood in Central Texas. There was a massive flood that the meteorologists did not predict. And not only has little girls gone missing at a summer camp, they're also calling this a mass casualty event. There has been dozens of people who have gone missing and they are fearing the worst. These are the scenes from all over Texas today, Central Texas specifically. So the name of the camp was Camp Mystic, and officials said that a river overflowed because of the flood and it washed away the highway. It ended up leaving the retreat without power, water, or internet. And you know, guys, when a river floods over, the water gets really, really deep. So far, they're saying that there has been 13 fatalities and there could be more. They're saying that a lot of victims have been located. Some have been in cars that has washed up upstream. They're saying that they don't know if these bodies came from the camp or if they were just people who were out and about during this time. The director of public safety is saying that this is a mass casualty event. And mind you, there were 750 children staying at this camp. There has been girls that has been located and they have been found safe, but like I said, there are over 20 girls that are still missing as we speak. So I know a lot of people get tired of hearing pray for these victims and pray for these people because these things happen so often, seemingly every single day. And I know it gets tiring to hear somebody like me say pray for these people, but at this particular point, that's all you can do.
People's babies. Oh my God, y'all. The video I just saw, Guadalupe, Texas. I am sending y'all so much prayer, so many prayers, so much love right now. As a mother, I saw a picture of an 8-year-old baby. My son is 8. Oh my God, there are flash floods. Waters are rising 30 feet in an hour. You guys, literal cars just being swept away. A summer camp of 23 kids missing. I'm going to insert their photos and their names here. They have not been accounted for. The camp leaders, the children, the 8-year-olds. Yo, God, man, Jesus. I am praying so hard right now, Guadalupe, Texas. I'm praying so hard, Comfort, Texas. You guys, and the whole time the governor is in Cancun, Mexico. Like I said, as a mother of an 8-year-old little boy, I am praying Psalm 91 over your babies. I am praying Psalm 91 over your property, your city. No weapon formed against your babies will prosper. I am sending so much love. Oh my God.